The Good Buddies Anime Podcast is hosted by two rowdy, foul-mouthed American cowboys. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, Good Buddies, what's up? Welcome to the Good Buddies Anime Show. I'm your good buddy, Roger.
And I am your good buddy, Brandon.
And Brandon, I feel like we got a pretty long show tonight.
Maybe.
But I don't know that I got a long show in me, so we're gonna do the fucking hits.
Let's just slam through it, baby. Yes, we're both very tired, but that will not prevent us, your good buddies, from bringing you, our good buddies, some quality podcasting programming.
Hell no. We got a lot of things to talk about.
It's going to be a good time. We are going to break on down a show that I challenged Roger to watch in just a moment. After that, we'll go into what used to be the Ramble. We got some What Have You Been Watching, a little bit of anime news, and I believe we have a listener question.
Yeah, we have a question.
Oh, he's already yawning. Baby. But first, let's hit it. Let's do this thing. Roger, I threw down the gauntlet. I say it every damn time we do these. The gauntlet was thrown. I challenged you to watch a little something from a couple years back called an AKUDAMA Drive.
Yep, AKUDAMA Drive.
Roger, what the fuck is an AKUDAMA?
An AKUDAMA is a criminal.
Yeah, like some kind of super criminal.
Yeah.
They never really explain that.
Yeah,
but I think you get it pretty good.
They do kind of a bad job, but I mean, given by the towards the end of it, I think AKUDAMA just generally stands for a criminal of some sort.
Yeah.
Somebody that deserves to be jailed.
Pretty bad guy.
Yeah, pretty bad fucking guy.
Or gal.
There are, early like low rank AKUDAMA and then S rank AKUDAMA.
Oh yeah, they're up there.
You got that Yu Yu Hakusho demon scale thing going on here with these guys.
Yes, indeed. Now, I did watch this one when it was airing. I watched it in the sub. I then recently, this past week or so, watched it in the dub, which was pretty interesting for me. But I challenged you to watch it for the first time. And Roger, I'm going to let you take point. Tell me about it. What'd you think?
So do you want me to give you a breakdown of the show here?
Just do however you feel like, baby. We're just discussing. I'll jump in when I feel like I need to.
AKUDAMA Drive is a wild fucking show. Okay, and it starts off kind of weird. Like I didn't totally get what the show was going for at first. But pretty soon it becomes quite obvious. Oh, this is like a Tarantino style film,
a little bit
wrapped into an anime. I mean, the second episode is called Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
It is a high octane, super like turbo violent, slightly gory. I think they could have used a little more gore in there, but slightly gory. I did get Funimation. I paid for a month, so
did you really?
Yeah, so I could see the uncensored version.
Dude. Yes, that is one thing I do want to point out. So when I watched it then and when I watched it now, it was the censored big black censor bars versions. It's honestly kind of annoying. I know you hate that shit, Roger. But if you get the Blu-ray, or if you still have Funimation, which is kind of shitty because it's supposed to all be moving over, but if you still have Funimation, you can get the full uncensored version and the extended episode 12, which has a couple extra scenes with the executioner. So you've seen more of this show than I have at this point.
And I want to I kind of want to go off on a tangent about Funimation, the merger or whatever, but I'm not going to do that right now.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll readdress it later. But because it's kind of frustrating, they did give out some misinformation, I feel. But overall, AKUDAMA Drive, wildly fun. A bunch of characters that at first
they just all seem like actual unrelatable psychopaths.
Yes, and it's just a show chock full of one-liners, and I mean the show continues with the one-liners later on, but it had me wondering, how am I supposed to give a fuck about this show? And somewhere in that madness, the fucking maze of chaos that they're weaving, I really did end up caring about a lot of these characters.
Can you believe it? He gave a fuck.
Yeah, I gave a fuck about him, man, and it's. The show is kind of cool because it does this sort of meta, like, inside twist thing on, what is good, what is bad, what is considered a criminal and what is not.
And minor spoilers, it turns into a little bit fuck the police, which I love that.
It does turn into a little bit fuck the police, but it also does turn into a little bit of the crucifixion of Jesus.
Yep. That was a bit on the nose, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a little bit on the nose.
It was a little obvious.
Yep. But they went for a Tarantino style thing here, and I have to say they fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
It is very entertaining. And once I started to kind of understand what's happening in here, and I was able to accept and kind of laugh and enjoy at face value, like, what the characters wore, the one-liners, the, over the top everything. Once I figured out what was going on and started to accept that, I started to have a really good time with it.
Yeah, man.
And the show is it's fucking dripping in great fight scenes.
Oh yeah.
There's one in particular with this Ferris wheel. Oh my fucking god,
my boy.
Oh my fucking god. I don't know that I've ever seen a fight scene that at least with the start that cool before.
Yeah, absolutely bonkers with the fucking lightning bolt and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it's weird because I think this show is done by the people that do Danganronpa. So the characters do look a lot like those characters.
They really do.
There's a style, and I can't say that I love it, but I can't say that whenever they turn on the fight scenes and everything is going crazy.
When the Sakuga hits.
Yeah. I did love those moments. I love the way they look. Now, in like the few brief every episode where they had a little talky part, it looked a little bland, but whenever they need to turn it up, they do. I mean, the show is not here for you to. They give you the base level of information you need, and then they just go right back into the fights, which I think respects you and your time. And once you know what you're signed up for, it's amazing. It's a great show.
That is one of the few things I put on a note here, is that the lack of explanation is part of why I fucking love this show. Because I don't really... Look, man, it's nonstop action. It's here to entertain you, and it gets the job done. I don't need to know why Brawler's so strong, or why Doctor can stitch herself back together, or why freaking Cutthroat is seeing blood halos and shit. None of that really matters as long as it's badass. And you know what? It's all pretty badass.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking badass.
It's very like American action movie in that, which is probably why so many of the episodes are named after fucking action movies and or horror movies.
Yeah, and it's like they take these very... I would say, 3 or 4 things that happen in the show, and they just keep weaving. It's not like they try to add to the story. They have these like 3 little storylines that they just keep weaving in and out of each other. And they do a really good job of it.
Yeah.
But overall, the story, if we haven't explained this yet, there is a character. Yeah. I mean, it barely does itself. There is a character who is unnamed until later on. Everybody gets code names, and those are the names for them.
Yes, that is their
You never get anybody's
names.
actual name in this show.
Kind of fun,
as far as I know. But the main character, who becomes known as Swindler, she meets a guy on a bike. He drops some change. She wants to return the change.
Dropped money's bad luck.
And then the food that she was ordering, well, damn, they don't take. It's cash only, and she doesn't have any cash.
Except
this
that coin.
Change that she has doesn't belong to her.
So she
but
refuses.
It's just enough, so she refuses, and she goes to jail for it.
Where she is branded by a cute little robot as
you're a swindler. Yep. And then all hell breaks loose because this mysterious entity is trying to free the top-rated AKUDAMA named fucking Cutthroat.
Yep.
And this entity enlists a bunch of other AKUDAMA,
including Bike Boy.
Yep. Including our Bike Boy.
Let's run down the list.
Yeah.
You got Bike Boy. That's Courier.
Courier. Yep.
You got the big badass Brawler. That's his name, Brawler. You got Doctor, who's just I mean,
Brandon
she can fix you up.
Psycho titty doctor.
My exact words were boobs McPsycho.
Okay.
Hey, she ends up having some really great scenes toward the end of the show.
Oh man, her dub is fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
too.
It's pretty great.
And you're I just thought I would sew the wound back together.
I don't know about this voice. I don't know if that's what she sounds.
Together.
I don't know if that's.
It's pretty. And
she's not Kathy and Jimmy.
I don't know, man.
You got Hacker, who's a hacker. Wow, shocker.
You give me one of those cigarettes, I'll let you have a go.
Stop this. Jesus Christ.
Would you have given her the cigarette?
No. Let's see who else. Oh, you have what's due with the hair's name? Shit.
Hair.
Yeah,
they all got wild hair. Oh, Hoodlum.
Hoodlum, yes, Hoodlum, who ends up being Brawler's best little bro. You got, of course, Swindler, who we already mentioned, and the top rank AKUDAMA, who this thing is trying to free and who ends up becoming part of the team.
Did you already say Hacker too?
Yes, I did say Hacker. Is motherfucking Cutthroat, who is just crazy.
And you never guess what this motherfucker does.
Oh, he cuts throats.
Yeah.
He's a straight up assassin, a real badass. My favorite thing about that character is that he is voiced by the same person who does Julian Mintz in Dainoyatese, which is pretty great. Because that's the freaking kid from Legend of Galactic Heroes who's like, well, yeah, I'm a soldier, but I just want everyone to be okay. And in this one, he's like, boy, I sure do love decapitating people. It's like, yeah, fuck me, dude. That is a turn. Once you recognize that voice, that character is very different.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good time. But yeah, all of them are enlisted by this thing, which you later find out more about, to go and attack and essentially rob a big crazy train called the Shikansen. All the while throughout the show, you're getting more information, not only from the characters, but mostly from these little propaganda videos, because this whole thing is a little bit of an allegory for
we got Bunny and Shark over here.
Yeah, Bunny and Shark. The whole thing is like a little bit, it's kind of like Akira was like a whole thing about like the nuke getting dropped on Japan and all that stuff. This is kind of similar. There was a big war between these people and those people. Nuke was dropped. They got this whole area you can't go through, but there's a train that can go through it to get from this poor shitty side of town where everybody is to where all the fancy people are, unless on the other side of the impenetrable whatever it's called zone. And it ends up going from there.
The contaminated zone, I think, and then the decontamination zone.
Yeah, there is a decontamination zone through which no organic matter can go. So if you got through that thing, you're dead. But yes, it ends up being like, I mean, we don't want to spoil everything because we want everyone to watch this fucking show, but yeah, it ends up being a whole crazy, I mean, it gets wild, y'all. It gets truly wild.
Yeah. They really do a good job at making the story count in an anime that I thought that the story wouldn't count.
Yeah, it's actually a little bit shocking because it starts out like just bonkers, and like that's the thing. That's why when I first watched this, when we did the tier list for this season, I was like, yeah, I mean this one's all right. It's kind of going for this like edgy thing. The freaking episodes are all named after.
Oh, and my God, is every single character in here fucking edgy as hell?
Oh, so edgy. Well, okay, Brawler's awesome.
Yeah, he is.
Brawler's kind of just a cool bro.
Yeah, he's just kind of an idiot.
I mean, he does love to fight. Yeah. But it's pretty great. And the whole world is also like, we haven't really mentioned it, but the world we're in is like big city. It's very cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Like, obviously hackers hacking. Brawler is inhumanly strong, which to me implies he's got some kind of cybernetic upgrades, but maybe he's just a god. I don't know. They never explain it. They don't have to explain it. He punched good. Why does it matter? But yeah, it's all, man, I enjoyed the show.
Yeah. A lot of edgy characters in here for real, though.
Incredibly, though, yes.
And that really falls in line with those one-liners.
Yeah, and then later on, once you
Courier calling everybody a shithead.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah, he's always got this like this kind of gravelly voice, but a little bit of a New York accent. He's almost Joey Wheeler, which is kind of funny.
And Brawler's rival from the execution team.
Yes,
also very edgy.
Who is like basically that like he's like the old samurai who's looking for a good death kind of trope.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Lots of tropes in here too.
Lot of tropes.
And
but
they
baby, they work.
Yeah, they do them how they need to do them. They are unashamed of what they are.
Hey, you know what this is? It's action movie, goofy fun. The thing is, it's unlike most like action movie kind of stuff where I would say like, oh, just turn off your brain and enjoy the fights. No, you can keep your brain going because there's more to it. They actually have more depth than we're making. And
there's a lot going on too that you got to kind of focus on in those fights because people are jumping in and out, man.
Yeah,
this isn't
wild.
Dragon Ball Z where it's one person at a time. It's a fucking melee every single time a fight happens.
Baby, we get nuts. I would like to hear what you thought of that sweet ass intro.
Oh, I loved it.
It fucking ripped,
I also
right?
loved the outro too.
The outro's really good too.
I loved them both. I don't give a damn.
Every time I watched it with
Like,
Haley.
oh, hell yeah, I don't give a damn either.
Me and Haley, I was like, oh, I should watch this one night while I was hanging out with Haley.
Robots. Hey-yo.
Yes, I was watching it with Haley. I was like, oh, I need to catch up on this. She's like, yeah, put it on. Fuck it. We slammed through like 10 fucking episodes in one night.
Yeah.
And then she was like, you want to do the next one? I was like, woman, it's midnight. I got to go to work in the morning. She's like, oh. So we finished it the next day. But yeah,
I don't give a damn.
Every time I would not skip the intro. I would at least wait for it to get to that point so I could yell that part. I don't give a damn. It's really good.
Yeah.
And then you also got the kiss me, oh demon. Oh, it's so good.
Demon.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
This song fucking rips, dude.
I did put the outro on our playlist at work too.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
I
Outro's
like both songs a whole lot.
Yeah, that intro did make one of my top 5 of that season. I don't recall which exactly. I should have looked it up. It's so good, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really good for when, like, you know, you're leaving work and you're tired and you're like, fuck it, I need to get hyped a little bit. Just crank that bitch up. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, but it's pretty good. From the AKUDAMA to the Execution Force, who indeed do have a license to kill.
They quite literally whip out their badge, their little holographic badge, and it says license to kill.
There are a lot of heavy themes in this show.
Yep.
Like I said, it's hyper violent. Even though the gore is not as, the first episode really kind of takes you off and gives you the impression that it's going to get even crazier. And the fights do get crazier, but the gore is used at a good moment. They don't overdo it, I would say.
I would say
even though I wouldn't have minded.
The gore is pretty toned down until the end of the scene where they're trying to get into the rocket. You remember that one? And then like 2 episodes later, with the cutthroat episode is pretty bonkers.
Yeah.
I'm
like, man, I want to see these eyeballs popping out of people's heads.
Hey, you do see a couple eyeballs pop.
You do.
Not as many as you might want, but they're in there.
It's good. I really liked it, man. I don't know if you have any more questions or anything else you want to touch on it, but I highly recommend that people watch it. It's fun.
Obviously not for kids. Obviously. But if you can handle some...
It's funny because there are some kids in the show and they do pick up the word shithead.
Yes. Oh my God. Freaking Sister was my fave.
Yeah.
Dude. Sister was so good.
She's
but
cute.
You're right. I never really thought about it until just now. But no one has a name. Even the executioners are only like either referred to as like master and student or whatever, stuff like that. I think you're right. Mate. Yeah, I don't think anyone else was. Even the boss is just called boss.
Yep.
Damn, dude. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I heard a single fucking name in there.
Yeah. Man, it's a good show, though. Yeah. I really enjoy this show.
Well, you need the names, dude.
Didn't need them.
Actually, I like this because I remembered everything.
Right? It's way easier. All right, so obviously we're not doing a full breakdown and rating, but if you had to throw it on the list,
I'll probably give it an 8.5 or a 9.
That sounds about right to me. I don't think it's like, so good that everyone must see. I think it's absolutely worth it if you want some straight up nonstop action. This is a good show.
Yeah.
Even the kind of talky bits, they end up being pretty great. Kind of the banter is often funny.
Yeah.
And there are a few parts that are legitimately like, I'm terrified of what's happening right here. Remember when Swindler and Sister are by themselves? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Ugh, that got scary. But it's good stuff. It is good stuff.
Yep, I fucking loved it. It was a lot of fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I'd probably watch it again.
Glad I could get that one in you then. I actually did end up, after me and Haley finished the show, I did end up finally ordering the Blu-ray. Because I'd been eyeing it up for a while, and I was like, let me jump on the old right stuff. Ooh, it's on sale.
Yeah, perfect.
Hell yeah.
I don't give a damn.
The track is so good, dude. That's opening song is called Steel, all caps with 2 exclamation points by, was it Spark Show Sound or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh my God, it's so good. All right. Well, I think that about does it for that one.
Yep. Let's keep hammering this show on.
With that said, Roger, there's a question that burns with my very soul and I must know the answer, even though I think I might already know. What have you been watching?
I watched AKUDAMA Drive. But I also did finish Made in Abyss.
Hey, hell yeah. I'm really glad you did, because I meant to text you yesterday. I was like, bro, you got to get this finale in.
Yeah, I do wish that I knew ahead of time that finale
was gonna be a 40.
Yeah, that was gonna be a double length episode
Yeah.
because I would have started just a little bit earlier.
Oh no.
I made it through it. I enjoyed the show, but I was fucking exhausted by the end of it. Probably why I'm so tired because I stayed up too late last night.
Man, it fucking worked, right? It's good stuff.
Yeah, I loved Futaba's like evolution or whatever with the little yellow and stuff in her.
Oh yeah, with the gold streaks.
Yeah.
Good old Faputa.
Yeah,
Love me a Faputa. I thought the wrap up was pretty sweet. A lot of good action. There was a few moments that, like, you know, kind of tug at your heartstrings and stuff. The only thing I really, because like for me, Made in Abyss, when I think Made in Abyss, my only thought is, where's mom? And the whole season didn't deal with that really at all. It was like other stuff.
there was just a page from her entry, really.
Yeah, you did get some really. I wasn't really expecting it, but I'm really glad we got so much like development with Reg.
Yeah.
And also Nanachi had some really great moments this season. The whole thing was just really cool, and like all the new.
Nanachi put down that little mask too. That was fucking
baby,
cool.
fucking badass. She like okay, fucking Nanachi. They pulled the mask down, right? Nanachi pulls the mask down, like, oh man, ready for battle, about to fuck you up, holding a big ass fishing rod. You are, you look like a fucking Animal Crossing character, and I love it. It's so good.
It is pretty accurate.
Oh, it's so good. But it was good shit.
Yeah. The show ended up being pretty good. I
love all the new characters. I love Mugi.
There were so many. I will say that this season was odd.
Yeah, it's like the first half.
No fucking doubt about it. It was odd.
Yeah. The first half was definitely like a bunch of weird shit that you're like, this makes me a little uncomfortable. And then the second half is like, all right, now the action.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, and you get all this great action, this great character development, and then still in the background there's fucking Ma's low-hanging ass.
Look, man, Ma's just like that, all right? Ma can't help the way they are just as God and or the Abyss made them.
Fucking weird. But they did do that. I mean, Made in Abyss is already a cruel show. But damn, dude, they did Vreco really cruel. They did her cold, man.
You ain't wrong.
Speaking of eyeballs popping out.
Fuck me, man. Yeah, that shit. I was like, hold up, is this like proto MIDI? Like she almost looked like MIDI at the end. That was a bummer. I
was like, oh god.
Yeah, like the third or fourth to last episode that starts with the Nanachi thing.
Yeah,
that one had me going.
I might have to give it another watch through maybe before the next.
Might have missed a
time
couple
comes
bits.
Out. I still don't fully get what Wakuzan or whatever his name was, what his goal was there at the end.
Unclear.
Yeah, I totally do not understand why he built the bridge. I don't understand why he used up his entire body. They briefly did say that maybe they wanted to make another city inside of Rika.
I think that's probably what they were playing at. Because like he kind of even acknowledged that when they said it. Yeah,
but I mean, it was like it wasn't even actually attempted.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing is,
it was just a little weird.
Yeah. It's definitely, it leaves enough room for you to interpret stuff. There is maybe less room for that if you actually read the manga, from my understanding. Because again, this is, from what I understand, they basically took two different arcs and just wrapped them together. In a way that I think works really fucking well in this anime.
Yeah.
But maybe there was more details in the separation. But man, yeah, I mean,
from what I understand, we are not very far away from the manga at this point too.
Yeah, well, so yeah, I wonder, is the next thing going to be another season, or is it going to be a movie?
I'd be happy with a movie.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. I guess we'll find out.
They do have that video game out now.
Oh yeah, it's out?
Yeah, dude, it came out last month.
Fuck, dude, I checked that.
Can you get you a little Made in Abyss RPG? See if it's any good.
What's it on? What can you get?
It's on Switch, PlayStation 5. I think it's on all the consoles pretty much.
I'll have to check it out then. Yeah. Well, if I can ever get a free fucking moment, because quick.
God, dude, I fucking feel you.
One real quick thing. First of all, very busy. Second, I made the mistake of getting Haley this goddamn Disney Dreamlight Valley game. And my girlfriend is a Disney adult, whether she acknowledges or not. She refuses to admit it, but Jesus Christ, it's all she does now. And it's on my PlayStation 5, so she's doing that while I'm like, all right, I'll catch up on anime on my phone. And she's just like, should I get the emeralds, or should I talk to Goofy? And I'm like, fucking hell. It's pretty fun, honestly. We mostly just talk shit on the guys. It's like, Merlin, get your bitch ass over here so I can trade in my corn or whatever she has to do. And I'm like, yeah, Merlin, this old old pervert looking ass just wandering over in his fucking skirt. Oh shit, it's pretty funny.
Somebody was asking me today if we're gonna carry Lorcana, the Disney trading card game.
I'm gonna pick it up.
I said my answer to them was absolutely we're gonna carry the game. The Disney adult freaks will buy anything. So.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. I plan on getting it because maybe it's finally a fucking TCG my girlfriend will play. I doubt it though. She'll probably just mostly want to collect it, which is fine, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anything else you've been watching? Playing any games?
We played games. We'll talk about it later.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, not video games, but we played a game. You were there.
Ooh. Yeah.
You were there. But go ahead, dude. I know you got some other shows. Try to jam through them if you can.
Let me slam through a couple things.
We'll go up to the next 40 things we have on the docket for this show.
So we did have... So here's what I've been watching, and a lot of stuff did wrap up and or is still ongoing. So I just want to drop a couple stuff here. First of all, Smile of the Ars Notoria. I honestly don't remember at this point if it's Smile of the Ars Notoria or Smile on the Ars Notoria, and I kind of don't give a shit. That whole last episode... It spent the whole time making it seem like what you expect to happen was going to happen, and then it ends with some vague cutaways and a shadow person or something. That's like either supposed to be a dark new character or your avatar in the mobile game because they just want you to play the mobile game. So the show's not bad. If it was just like a little cutesy slice of life, I think it would be superb actually because it really nails all the cutesy slice of life shit. If the knights weren't there, it would be really good. But man, I don't understand if you're not going to do the big showdown, why the fuck do you show what looks like a showdown in the goddamn intro? It almost feels like I'm being lied to. I wouldn't go all that far, but it's like, come on, man.
So did it wrap up as in the second core?
I don't... It looked an awful lot like it wrapped up to me.
Do they ever come across the Knight's Fall? Is there ever a fight?
All right, spoilers. The whole last episode... First of all, it starts exactly like the first episode with her on the tower and stuff and whatnot and the other girl jumping down to her. But in between her like talking and stuff, you see clips of the knights riding their horses through this fucking field, apparently coming toward them. You then later, as they're like having their tea and crumpets or whatever, see clips of the knights fighting through what appears to be their school, but they're fighting a bunch of like guards and stuff that you have not seen there before. And then the knights bust into this room right as homegirl is like, oh, they're here. She turns and then they bust into this room, but instead of finding the girls there, they find what looks like a big shadow monster. And then it kind of gets all vague and stuff. They do a thing where it's like there's a magical cat who's been there a bunch who like says something like they were distracted or something, so it's kind of implied that maybe he was making an illusion of this castle and that's where the knights actually were, some bullshit like that. I don't know. But then the very end of the thing, the girls all line up as this weird like black void glitchy person walks into the room and stands behind a desk, and they all face them and introduce themselves, which I almost guarantee you is how the game begins if you download this fucking mobile game. That's supposed to be you, I bet. Whatever, man. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Fuck Art Story. I mean, it's honestly not bad if you like a little cutesy slice of life. And I'm sure there's people out there who really enjoyed it. I've seen a couple opinions where people are like, wow, they made this show they made a good show without ever having the girls meet the knights. And I'm like, all right, you definitely played the game. Cool. I'm good. I'm not gonna say I regret watching the show. Are you gonna
play the game?
No, God no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. It's absolutely gonna be one of those little gotcha games with all the fucking microtransactions.
Gotcha game.
And you know it's gonna take all my money. So no, I can't. I can't on principle. But yeah, done with that one. Parallel World Pharmacy. It is an isekai, but it's one of those isekais I think is just different enough to work. Here's what I realized. For you personally, for my money, isekais I don't think are overplayed. Shonen isekais are overplayed. You give me an isekai that's like a romance or a slice of life or something, and I'm pretty much in. That's why I think I like fucking what was it, Ascendance of a Bookworm, and what do you call my next life as a villainess, and those kind of things, because they're different enough. And this one, Parallel World Pharmacy, is just enough of a medical drama that I think it works. I mean, if it gets another season or a second core or something, I don't know if I'm gonna keep watching it, but this one season was pretty decent. It's fine. You still got the OP dude and whatnot, but it's good enough. It's good enough. Speaking of which, there is another isekai this new season that I have watched one episode of, and I am super into it. So there you go. It's again not like a straight up shonen isekai. All right. Couple of cuckoos. I probably should have dropped that one at the halfway point. I really probably should have dropped that one like 3 episodes in, but honestly, I'm not even very much enjoying the show anymore, but I am still watching it. And I'm like, man, we're up to episode 22. It's got to have like 2 left, maybe. I may as well just finish it.
Yeah, man, you came that far.
I've gone this far. I may as well just finish it. But honestly, it's been old for several episodes now. But there you go, couple of cuckoos. Call of the Night it did manage to have a satisfying ending. I think. I do think it is begging for a season 2. I really hope one happens. Also, the last episode, I did give it a little bit of a side eye because it reveals some stuff about a character that's like, this seems pretty weird. This seems like it's going to get touchy, but honestly, I think they handled it pretty well. Although, you know, it's about a certain demographic of person that I am not one of, so I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, it's a thing. Obviously the big like pitfall with this show is that it is a show about a teen boy who is meant to be romantically involved with an adult vampire woman, which is weird. But don't say it, Roger.
These kids are getting luckier and luckier, my guy.
You sack of shit. For me, this show works because it's a story of that boy with no romantic feelings or understanding of romantic feelings, but a strong need and want for the freedom that is offered by the night. Meanwhile, the woman that it represents that freedom, it appears to be caught in this state of arrested development. Like, she can't stand to talk about romance or love without squirming, and she sits around playing video games all fucking night. So I think it works. Hell yeah. Fucking wish, bro. She's like so emotionally stunted and shit that like from that angle, I think it's really interesting. I really love these characters. I like watching them bounce off of each other. But yeah, if you look at it from that angle, I think it's more thoughtful than most pieces of media that involve a magical being developing relationships with a teen human. Fuck me, there's a lot of those, but I like Call of Night. It's really fucking good. I really enjoyed it.
I still need to finish it.
I hope you do, but goddamn, this next season is stacked, bro.
I know, dude. I fucking know it.
I got one more to talk about.
And there are like shows that I absolutely cannot not watch.
Oh, yeah. I got one more to talk about because we already talked about Made in Abyss, and that is Lacquer's Recoil. That show wrapped up, is rad as hell. It's a Girls with Guns series with just enough intrigue and slice of life cuteness that I think it stayed fresh. I've seen some people have the opinion that it was like, I feel like it kind of takes away from the actiony bits with the slice life shit. I'm like, I disagree. I think it makes it, it makes the characters more relatable and shit in a way that most of these shows do not. Because most of the time I see it is like, this girl's name is M18. She's literally named after a gun and she sure does like shooting. It's like, I don't care about this person. You give me these characters who have guns and shit but are conflicted about killing and or trying to just live normal lives without becoming straight up murderers. Hey, that's pretty fun. And so it leaves you enough thread at the end of this show for a season 2. I do hope it gets one. It seems like it probably will because this thing apparently ended up being one of the most watched animes in Japan this season. And it even caught the attention of everyone's favorite video game minor deity. Yes, Hideo Kojima, who did he talked on fucking line about how much he liked it, and they even got him to write a recommendation for the light novel spinoff. So that's going to be pretty fun. Maybe I'll get that light novel. Probably not. Who am I kidding? That said, if there is going to be a sequel season, it's probably going to take a few years to get it because the Studio A1 that made this one, the producers of it, holy shit, they have so much on their fucking plate. They got series adaptations of Solo Leveling, which is apparently a very popular manga.
Yeah, we sell it.
Nier Automata. They're doing a series for Nier. And they have, I didn't even know about this till I read it, and I'm like, ooh, a Kaguya-sama Love is War movie that they're going to be working on, which sounds pretty fucking rad. I'm hoping that with like spinoffs and stuff, it stays hot enough that people are still interested in the season 2 when they have the chance to, but I'm not going to hold my breath, man. We've all been there,
Yeah. Of course.
And I think that about does it for that one. Roger, you got anything else to talk about, or do we move on to...
Well, I'll tell you why I didn't watch more anime.
Oh, why is that?
It's because I was planning this damn game that we played.
Yeah, you were.
And I was trying to make sure that I ran it as best as I could.
Yeah.
It's good, buddy. We played that Blood on the Clock Tower.
Oh, it's so fun.
And that shit was a lot of fun.
If y'all don't know what that is, it is basic in the most basic terms, and this is reductive to call it this. It's werewolf with extra steps, but there is so much more to it, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really thoughtful, and the people put a lot of different,
Yeah, you can tell
into the game.
You can tell it's a game that was made by people who love these kind of games.
Yeah,
And
I mean, when I first heard about it, people were talking about that it was gonna revolutionize the social deduction style game.
Maybe.
And my God, boy, it is fun. And maybe we should do, there's like the online aspect of it that you can do.
Oh yeah.
We should do, if we ever get enough people to do Good Buddies, Blood on the Clock Tower.
I mean,
Could be fun.
Okay, we said that about Good Buddies or Rapid Kick Media. Fucking. What's the sus game? Among Us, and that never happened.
Yeah, but we didn't even attempt that though.
Still never played that game.
I've never played it once in my life.
Yeah. We gotta get
but
on that.
if we had enough good buddies that were interested in playing something like that, we don't need
maybe
8 to 10 of you guys. So
game's pretty fun. Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. We had a lot of people in my living room. It was cool.
Hell yeah. Cookies were made.
All my goodest buddies were there, except for the goodest buddies that weren't there.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
We had drinks. We had fun.
Yeah,
we had joy. We had fun.
Haley made these delicious ass fucking cookies.
My man texted me, "Hey, is Haley a professional baker? Because these are the bombest ass cookies."
They're so fucking good, dude.
Yeah, she made some little oatmeal chalky chips.
I mean, these are like beyond grandma cookies here, okay?
All right.
It's just
more famous than Amos.
More famous than fucking Amos. Amos is gonna be fucking rolling over in his grave when he knows about how good these fucking cookies are.
They're pretty good. She does good work.
She really does.
Love you, baby.
Start a business. I'll back you.
My man said he'd donate $7 whole.
Yeah, the last $7.
She's like, damn, that'll get me maybe some eggs and butter.
I just got a text message from Kat that says, can confirm, excellent cookies.
It's true. They are very good.
They're so good. Even the little muffin scone thing she made. I don't know what the fuck those were.
So she didn't know to call me either.
I don't like, what is it, like pumpkin spice? Yeah. But damn, these were pretty fucking good because they had big ass chocolate chips in them. So what she told me is she made what is essentially pumpkin muffins, but she did it in a big cake pan, so she just cut them into squares. But yeah. Yeah, I like that. It was pretty good.
Yeah, you do, you little freak. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'll make sure she knows. I'm sure she'll hear this.
We have her Tupperware in there, dude, for you to take home.
I'll definitely take it.
We still have a few cookies left. We put those in a bag.
Oh, hold on. Good time, baby. Good time. But yeah, that game's a lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
If you don't know,
I can't wait to play more.
If anyone out there doesn't know about Blood on the Clock Tower, just look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, watch the No Rules Barred. Yeah, guys,
they played it.
Good crossover there because we talk about wrestling all the time, and those guys also do wrestling content. So.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
bunch of great dudes. It seems
it's a good time.
But yeah, Blood on Clock Tower. That was a ton of fun. We're gonna have to do it again next month. Well, tomorrow I guess starts the month, but we'll figure it out
at some point.
Yeah, I definitely
seems like the perfect game to play for Halloween.
I paid $175 for this.
I bet it's expensive.
Yep. So we better get some use.
You right.
I say we, but I put it on everybody. And I shouldn't do that, but damn,
you can't play it by yourself, baby.
It was fucking fun though.
It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yep.
I kept thinking like, cause after that last game, like the whole thing was I was the mayor. So if we had not ended the game there and we had gone through that next night, then there was a good chance we could get a mayor victory, which is like you got to have you and 2 other people alive.
Trying for it.
I was so fucking close. And the thing is, afterwards, people were like, "Well, it doesn't matter because even if we hadn't, she would have just killed you." And I'm like, "True, except." The mayor has a thing where if the demon tries to kill him, then you can ping it off on someone else. And I felt like there's no way Roger wouldn't do that just to kill dude over there so everyone thinks I'm the demon. And then I got to convince him otherwise. That would have been so fucking good. But no, No.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't
The
think.
best was Haley was the demon or whatever.
Yeah.
And Olivia told me that they're like, well, once a Slayer shot didn't work, we believed her 100%.
Because yeah, exactly. Why would you doubt that? Because so there's a character. There can be a character called the Slayer. They get to just pick one and say, "I think you're the demon," and they take a shot. And if they're right, game's over. Demon's dead. The whole point of the game is to catch the demon, not unlike Werewolf. You try to catch the werewolf. So the problem is, the demon's minion in that game was the Poisoner. The Poisoner the night before had poisoned the Slayer, which means their shot didn't work. They could not use their power, at least not effectively. So homie took that shot. It didn't hit. We were all like, all right, Haley's in the clear. No. What incredible playing. Honestly, it was a stroke of genius, and I'm mostly saying this so the cat will hear me and know how good she did as the Poisoner. You fucking monster.
That's why you talk to your demon. Go talk to your demon in the game.
Yeah, that night I was like, oh, kiss me, oh, demon. No.
And then whenever everything fell through and the bad team won, you could see Brandon. He was like, I don't give a damn.
It's true. I was like, I don't give a damn. Son of a bitch.
All right, man.
Oh, wait. Excuse me.
Okay.
Roger, we have some anime news.
Wow.
We got 2 quick pieces of news. 2 quick ones. 2 quick ones. Never seen a 13. I never will. No, okay. No one knows what that is except me. All right. So 2 things. One, hey, Roger, you hear about this Rurouni Kenshin reboot coming next year?
I did hear about it.
Yeah.
I'm conflicted.
It's kind of cool that Rurouni Kenshin's coming back. I was never a Kenshin guy.
I probably will watch it, to be honest with you. Because I love Rurouni Kenshin.
I was never really a Kenshin guy. Well, that's probably because I saw the dub, and the dub wasn't. I felt like it wasn't great.
I watched the dub too, but I mean, it hit right at that perfect, like Toonami Adult Swim time.
Yes, yes. But we also cannot forget that the creator of Rurouni Kenshin, according to Wikipedia, was arrested with checks notes about 100 child pornography DVDs. What the fuck?
Yep, it's pretty bad. Like, I don't want this guy to get money off of a bunch of us viewing his shit again.
Yeah,
but damn, I do love those characters.
Yeah,
it's hard, dude. It's a tough call. We'll see. I'm sure the studios and stuff will have more to say and address as far as it goes. So
I guess so. Yeah,
we'll see. Because I mean, you definitely have to address the elephant in the room, right?
I feel like you can't not, but yeah, there's no telling, man.
I don't know, it's Japan and they are kind of weird.
Sometimes you just want to like. It feels like one of the things that like they would try to be like, let's not talk about that, let's not look at that, etc., etc. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's. Yeah, it's just a bummer and it's gross. And like it's one of those things where like, yeah, that sucks, but it's not like it's everybody. There's been a lot of these fucking manga and shit who have been arrested on similar charges. It's a bummer. But see, this is the thing. You gotta, I don't know, art from artist and all that shit. But hey, maybe just don't watch the shit that's made by pedophiles. But here we are.
Yep.
Here we fucking are.
I'll probably. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens. I have watched the older show since I've known about that.
I have. I mean, I was never
like,
into it in the
we'll
first
throw it
place.
up on the TV at work sometimes.
Yeah,
because Rurouni Kenshin, at the end of the day, it's a good time. Like, the show is fun. People come into the store and they'll see that it's on.
Oh shit, Rurouni Kenshin!
Yeah, they'll start fucking marking out over it. It's great.
The only thing I remember that show is, wasn't there a guy who had his jacket just said "bad" on it? Yeah,
fighter for hire Zonza, dude.
And
Inosuke Sagara.
The only other thing I remember about that show is that homeboy would just always be like, "You must not do that. No, you must not." And it was really annoying to me.
Yeah, he had Yoda speak.
Yeah,
but he was wholesome,
Was he wholesome?
It's wholesome.
All right. Well, our other piece of
maybe
anime
not in
news.
a prior life, and maybe not as creator, but
yeah.
Kenshin, good guy right there.
Hell yeah, dude. Other piece of news real quick, in case you haven't heard, baby, Crunchyroll is fucking up again. This time, so I say again because we've seen stories and stuff. You can look these up, creators and former creators and translators and whatnot who worked for Crunchyroll talking about how they just do not pay them enough of a living wage. And it's like, damn, like, can't get your job done. They underpaid motherfuckers. This time they're fucking up because they have elected to recast season 3 English dub of Mob Psycho 100 to avoid dealing with the SAG-AFTRA union. So story goes, I'm just going to give a quick breakdown. I got a little paragraph here. Story goes that Kyle McCarley, voice of Shigeo in the English dub, Mob, the titular Mob, wanted to work under a union contract with the Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists. They do a lot of different stuff, including voice actors they work with. And Crunchyroll wasn't feeling it. They were like, I don't want to do that. Carly clarifies in a video posted to social media that it was not about money. I have a quote here. They were prepared to pay me at least what I would be getting on a union scale contract, possibly more. They just didn't want to put it on a union contract. He goes on to state that he agreed to work without the union contract if Crunchyroll representatives would at least have a meeting with SAG-AFTRA to negotiate a future union contract deal. Just the possibility. To which Crunchyroll, good old Crunchyroll, apparently decided, nah, fuck that, we'll just hire someone else. Which, man, looks bad.
Yeah, it really does.
And then the other thing is I don't have the actual statement in front of me, but they did tweet out a statement or some shit that was like, blah, blah, et cetera, hey, just so you know, it's taking a little bit longer to gonna get the dub done, but we are gonna get the dub done. Yeah, it's just gonna take a little longer. All right, bye. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Did they address as to why it might be taking longer?
No, of course not. No, of course not. It's gross. It sucks. Obviously, people are being like...
Did people blow them up on Twitter when they posted that shit?
People have been raising a stink about it, and rightfully so. Huge stink, as there should be, you know. Obviously, unionization, you know, is frowned upon by the fucking businesses, not because it would actually cost them more to do the job, but because they don't want to have to worry about fucking healthcare and different stuff. There's like stuff with like, you know, these guys have to be in there sometimes yelling and screaming to get these actiony scenes done, and you can't do that for so long. With a union, they can actually enforce like, okay, we can only do that like so much in a day or whatever to try and preserve your voice. You got other jobs to do, goddammit. But dudes don't want to work with that. Crunchyroll did not want to roll with that. So it's a bummer. People are blowing them up. They're saying boycott Crunchyroll, which honestly, yeah, but also it's not going to happen, man. They got all the fucking animes. It's a bummer, but yeah. Here we are, man.
Well, you know, if you don't want to, you know, abide by the union or like the union terms, then do better than that.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice.
You can still, businesses and companies. Here's the thing: is that they can still get around the parts that they, like if they want to dictate how long recording sessions go, you can still respectably achieve that goal by talking to people and making it worth it for them.
One would think.
Yeah, but.
It just, man, it's really hard to look at the situation that
I
they
get
have
having deadlines and shit like that too. Like I get it, you shouldn't be crunching. Crunch isn't good or whatever. You should, if you don't want to, have Roger, somebody step in. Yeah,
but they're called Crunchyroll.
Yeah, and also they gotta crunch some numbers. So
yeah, baby. Yeah, it's just really difficult to look at the situation that they have created and not be like, well, y'all fucking up.
Here's what I can say. Well.
And Crunchyroll.
Well, I'm watching the sub.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be watching the fucking sub anyway, so. Yeah. It's still a bummer. It's a huge bummer that, like, man, homie just straight up lost that job. That sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, sucks to suck, dude. I really hope it works out better for everybody.
Maybe of one of the greatest characters in anime history too.
He's really good. I do love me some Mob Psycho. Yeah.
Imagine being the douche that they recast.
Yeah, the fucking scab who crosses the picket line and says, "I don't give a damn."
Yeah, I don't give a damn.
If you haven't figured out what the closing call is going to be at the end of this episode, but yeah, man, it's a bummer. Yeah. But respect unions. Unionization is important, and it should happen. I ever tell you about
I
that
wish
time?
I made more money.
Did I ever tell you about the time that some people in my
I make a union in the comic book industry.
My fucking job, we sell phones. We have several different stores for several people, sell stores in Targets. And one day, somebody at one of the other stores was in the company group chat that's everyone in our district, just like dropping some shit about unionizing and stuff. It's like, yo, what the hell, like what et cetera, pay, et cetera, this and that, et cetera, why don't we all just walk out? And a bunch of people were like liking their comments and shit. And then of course you had like the manager who's like, well, you know, if you want to have these discussions, we can have them one-on-one. And then like the other folks who have been there long. I've been there, I think, longer than anybody else apart from the manager at that point.
Were you liking those comments?
I was liking this guy. I didn't say nothing, but I was liking them and shit. And some other people who were like closer to the management were like, you know, hey, we need to focus on sales and stuff. This is not conductive to, you know, getting our job done. And like, they just kept ragging and stuff. At some point, the manager, because again, I've been there so long and like we kind of would just chat outside of work a little bit. She hits me up and she's like, man, are you seeing this in the group chat? I was like, yeah, why can't they just, you know, insult you to your face like I do? It was fucked up, but I was like, yo, this is sick. That did not end up happening.
Did she get at least a good chuckle out of that?
Well, yes, she was like, I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, hell yeah, bitch. But yeah, ended up, I mean, no, not for nothing. So many months later, they did reorganize the pay structure, which is nice. It's almost like these threats work sometimes.
Maybe I should try like boss. We need to unionize.
you gotta hit up the fucking folks and get them little cards, get some folks to sign them. Anyway, Roger, I believe we have a listener question.
Yep, we do. You want to read it off? 'Cause I don't have
hell, let me pull it up.
It's about an MJF and a promo battle with an anime character.
Go into Discord. All right. User Review Your Life. Oh, hey, Trey. On the Good Buddies Reddit says, which anime character do you think would win a promo battle against AEW talent MJF? They also give us an out to have him go against CM Punk instead. So first of all, for those not in the know, because this is a wrestling thing, a promo battle is when you basically have two wrestlers just talking shit on each other, insulting each other, and or it's not just purely insulting each other, because often it'll be like, you know, talking about how good your opponent is, how they are so technically skilled and whatnot, but how you're going to beat them anyway. Because you don't want, look, it doesn't mean anything if you say you're a piece of shit who can't fight for fuck and then you beat them.
Yeah,
like that's nothing. Of course you did. You just said they're a piece of shit who can't fight for shit. You got to make people
you
believe
fucking better beat them, you know.
Exactly. So it's all about like it's the art of insults and building up your opponent so that people want to see the fight and whatnot. Trey here is referring to MJF, Maxwell, Jacob Freerun, who is better than you and he knows it.
He's evil John Cena.
He's evil John Cena, sure. Look, go on YouTube and punch in MJF most savage moments. I bet there's at least 5 videos with that exact title. But yeah, dude can talk us some shit. So the question here is, what anime character could go toe to toe with this boy and talk us some shit? And here's my problem, is I feel like anime characters don't really talk shit. Mostly it's just like if someone ever does talk shit, they just get the fuck beat out of them, and or they just fight. From my experience, do you have an answer for this question?
Yes. Well, my first answer that I put on the thing, I was like, I won't use this one, but I did say Vegeta because, you know, his sorry has to be talking shit in the middle of a fight, talking shit, getting his ass whipped. He'll get fucking killed, talk shit with his very last breath. Yeah, and then go to King Yama and fucking the heavens
talk
gates
shit
or whatever.
King Yama.
Yeah. Take his fucking microphone away and start talking shit into somebody's brain.
That's pretty good.
With a halo over his head. But usually I don't like using Dragon Ball 1 to answer the question, so I don't have to. Even though Hercule / Mr. Satan is also a good answer.
Yeah, he basically is a wrestler. Yeah, hell yeah, he is.
I think Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho is a good answer.
Hell yeah.
Funny enough, same guy that voices Vegeta voices Kuwabara.
Was not aware of this.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Sabat.
Yeah, Christopher Sabat.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah, man, Kuwabara, he talks some fucking mad shit, dude.
I got a couple here. So my real answer that my real quote unquote answer is Riley Freeman from Boondocks.
Oh, okay.
Not really an anime, but looks like an anime. And my God, that boy can talk some shit. Just imagine MJF trying to tear down this boy, and he says, "Now you may have a point there, but have you considered that you are in fact a bitch ass N-word?" Like, just drop one on him. Fuck it. My other answer, which is mostly just because I want to hear these two go at it, because MJF, if you don't know, he's from fucking Jersey. I want the English dub Joey Wheeler to go at it. Just to get
shit,
just to get that New York accent.
Oh, dude, and Kaiba talks a lot of shit too.
Kaiba talks shit too. I just want Wheeler like, well, you kidding me, Yug? This guy ain't better than me. He ain't better than the fucking 66 Yankees or some bullshit. Yeah. Like, fuck, dude, that'd be so good.
Yeah, that's a good answer, dude. I love it.
Oh man, I got three more here. This one's kind of dumb. Luis from fucking Beastars. He's basically MJF but more polite.
Yeah.
He'll talk some mad shit too.
Yeah, man, he's better than you, and you know it.
Oh, he is absolutely better than you. Last two, and these I don't think would actually work in a promo battle because they're more likely to just kill him. But fucking Gojo, from
Jujutsu Kaisen.
From Jujutsu Kaisen, like literally, you can talk all the shit you want. It's like, my guy, you literally can't touch me. Like, what the fuck? And then he'd kill him, or just because I'd love to see him get so angry at being insulted, Bakugo from MHA.
Oh, yes.
Who would probably proceed to call him a Burberry bitch and then explode him.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, all
got
those
any
are
more?
good, dude. No, I don't have any more.
Let's throw in a fucking Tone from Agretzko.
Oh, yeah.
Tone could rip it up.
Yep.
Tone could absolutely rip it up.
Put him on the mic, dude. Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
We've already seen him like just straight up have a straight up diss battle with fucking Agretzko where he just straight rapped at her. It's like, hell yeah, dude, do that shit. There we go. Yeah, I could see these. You start the anime fucking wrestling league.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fun question though.
I like it.
Even though I really do think that Vegeta probably is the best answer.
It's gotta be Vegeta, right? Because he would just he's just talking shit forever.
Yeah.
Like you said, he would literally be like, you beat him, he's dying, and he's still talking shit as he's dying.
He came back. He stormed King Yama's desk with that fucking halo on his head.
So good.
To fucking talk shit on Goku for not using his Super Saiyan 3 on him.
Pretty good.
Even though his sorry ass got his ass whipped.
Defeating a sandwich only makes it tastier. All right. I think that about wraps it up.
Yeah, man, I think so.
All right. It's getting kind of sweaty in here, so let's hit it.
Yeah, definitely, good questions are good.
Good questions.
We did put a thread up there.
Yeah, we actually have oh, hang on real quick. I do have to
review your lives.
I do have to drop this one for you real quick. So the other day, Trey gets in there and he keeps saying,
he says something about a meme.
He said, "Post the meme. Do you remember? Do you remember?" Roger, it was my birthday when he was doing that. He wanted us to drop a "Do you remember the 21st night of September?"
Oh.
And I didn't get it at the time either. It was only afterwards when I was talking to him at work that I was like, "Oh shit."
I would have never remembered that myself.
Yes, I had a birthday since we recorded last. It was a good time.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. Yours is coming up.
It is.
Very soon. In fact, what's dropping on your birthday?
Mob Psycho 100 Season 3.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, did you see that fucking trailer?
That's good.
The newest trailer?
It's good shit, man. That show's going to be fire. That show's always fire. Here's the thing. I have had people tell me, like, I've talked to them about Mob Psycho, and they're like, I don't know. I feel like it was kind of slow. I was like, the first few episodes are a little slow. I will give you that. But you get to, like, maybe the second half of that first season, and all the rest of it is fucking hot fire.
Yeah.
That's setup, baby. You got to get the setup, and then it's just boom, boom, boom. It's so fucking good.
They got to make you care about Mob first.
And they do. And they do it. My good sweet boy.
You got to know how nice of a kid he is.
I just think of him.
He just fucking tries. He just wants to do his fucking best. And yeah, whenever I'm not doing my best, I'm like, I think of him and I do a little bit better.
Yeah. If it's worth doing, it's worth remembering Mob. Just picture him running, dying as he tries to jog.
Yeah.
Sweating so hard, arms flailing. Oh, I love that kid. It's a good fucking show. Watch Mob Psycho 100 because season 3's coming, baby.
Yeah, we got that shit. We got the Chainsaw
God, there's so much coming. Chainsaw Man's coming. MHA's
Vinland
coming back.
Saga.
Goddamn Vinland Saga. Holy shit. Oh my god. Maybe I will drop a couple of cuckoos even though I only got 2 episodes left because this season's fucking stacked, y'all.
I don't know. Like I'll probably binge through Call of the Night so I can
try to finish it real quick.
Yeah, and then after that, I mean there are some that I just can't afford to drop. I've been dying to see so many of these fucking shows.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking huge, y'all. Can't wait for next season. If you can't wait for next season, or if you have any questions to ask us, or if you want to have anything to do with this show, leave us a comment, all that good stuff. There's a number of ways to do that. Of course, you can hit us up on the YouTube channel, Rapid Kick Media, on YouTube, where you can find the Buddies Good, as well as some really great Let's Plays with your boys, Roger and his good buddy, Corey. It's a good time. We also have all of the other social medias we may or may not use, the Twitter, the Facebook, etc., that we're honestly not on very much, but we're there. But the easiest way to find us is, of course, by jumping on that old Discord, hitting us up. We got a whole thread for questions. We had a couple new people join since we last recorded. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Love hearing from y'all. Love seeing you guys. Thank you for joining up. All of our good buddies. Thank you. Of course, we also want to say we do have the podcast portion of the show. In particular, if you're on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all the different stuff, leave us a 5-star rating, leave a comment. That's how it spreads the word, and we can get more good buddies in here so we can be the true Good Buddies universe. Thank you so much. And I think that about does it for those. Thank you so much to our musicians. Married with Seamonsters, aka the Mary Janes. I kept thinking Mary Janes because after we hung out on Sunday and played that game,
we did have Ryan and Kat there.
We have Ryan and Kat there, and Haley was like, "So wait, Kat was in a band that did Marvel music?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, dude!" And I actually found now the cartoon that they posted on YouTube that has the actual fucking song in it and all that shit. They didn't get paid for that.
Yeah, and they did get paid for it.
Not enough.
No, not enough.
Never enough.
And they did get, so like the original song for like Face the Tiger and stuff, which I can't remember. Is that the song that was used?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Vulture got used somewhere too, but I'm not sure. That maybe I could be wrong.
I definitely remember seeing that posted somewhere else.
Yeah. I think they have a mobile game with a song in it too.
That sounds right. Yeah, they definitely had it in an ad. They had Face the Tiger in an ad for a mobile game. I don't know.
Yeah,
it was like one of those. It was like some kind of Marvel like runner thing.
Yeah. But the comic or whatever, the Spider-Man comic or whatever, has the lyrics for whatever for the Mary Jane's band.
Yeah, and there's a bit. I have that comic. Yeah, the cameos where like she's texting or something, and it's like Cat Dix Ann or something instead of Dixon. Yeah, they like change the names and shit. It's cute. But yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah,
it's pretty sweet. Thank you so much. Married with Seamonsters, aka the Mary Janes. Y'all didn't know we were connected to a famous person.
You mean Cat is in the Disney?
Jesus Christ! Oh no! Jesus,
friend that's in the Disney.
Man, if they fucking add in like a fucking, they start adding in Marvel shit to that fucking Disney game. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's gonna be too much.
I think they're gonna put a Star Wars in there.
They're gonna put a Star Wars in there. I could hang out with Princess Leia.
Yeah, man.
Real quick, I'm sorry. The craziest thing about that fucking game is that you meet all the Disney characters and you meet more Disney characters as you play through it. And like, oh, here's Ursula, here's Gothel, there's villains and shit. All right, Mickey's there, and the whole thing is everyone forgot shit. It's called the forgetting. It's like, the nothing or whatever from Neverending Story. So everyone's forgetting stuff. Mickey is there, Minnie is not. And he is trying. We keep joking that he's haunted by the ghost of his dead wife, but quite literally, you will see Minnie's ghost just walking around this fucking town. She's like hanging out by the fucking pond, and oh, there's Minnie's ghost just walking around. It's like, what the fuck is this game? This is fucked up. And then like you have a moment where it's like a fucking spirit calling thing where like you get her bow and you talk to people about their memories of Minnie, and then for a brief second they're able to make contact and they talk to each other, and then it's like, wait, Mickey, it's fading away. I'm like, this is fucked up. This game is fucked up. Anyway, check out Dreamlight Valley. It's like $30 right now, but it's because it's early access. Once it drops for real, it'll be free to play. Go nuts. Anyway, thank you, Mary, with Seamonsters, aka the Mary Janes. I've tried 3 times, and I'm actually doing it this time. They are on Spotify.
Knock these damn plugs out, dude.
Oh, calm down. They're on a bunch of stuff, including Spotify, but that track, which is called Paperdoll, is only available on marywithseamonsters.bandcamp.com. Thank you so much, Mary with Seamonsters, aka the Mary Janes. By the way, when I was complimenting Kat earlier, she did text me "evil forever" or something like that, which is pretty great. Yeah. Do also want to give a shout out to our good buddy.
What does that even mean?
It's because I was talking about her being a good poisoner and shit.
Oh yeah.
The only reason I didn't bring it up is because when I noticed the text, we were right then talking about Roni Kenshin guy. I didn't want to say evil forever while talking about a fucking pedophile. All right, now that we've got through that, thank you to our good buddy Haas, aka Thomastastesbetter, aka Dungeon Witch on YouTube, for the use of our closing theme on the YouTube portion of the show. That one's called The Buddy's Good. One more time, thank you, Haas, aka Thomastastesbetter on Instagram, aka Dungeon Witch on YouTube. And finally, a shout out to our good buddy, a petty theft, a puppetata, yes. That is how it's pronounced. 2 P's at the beginning, 2 T's at the end. Petty theft. Thank you, Petty theft, for the closing theme on the review on the podcast, which we are still calling Sweet Anime Dreams. One more time for Petty theft. Petty theft. You can find Petty theft on Twitter and on SoundCloud at Petty theft. And that about does it. Thank you so much for listening, Roger. Let's fucking hit this shit and beat it.
I don't give a damn.
A little early. From all of us here at the Good Buddies Anime Universe, I am your good buddy, Brandon.
And I don't give a damn.
And he's your good buddy, Roger.
And I don't give a damn.